Jonah, it's Sunday, which is like what, June 14th, which means it's technically day 32? Yeah, yesterday I think was going to complete the 1 month mark since we started. But you didn't post. It's twice now, Jonah. We're going to have to come up with something real punishment like. Just kidding. But anyhow, yeah, this week has not actually gone as intended. I wanted to do a whole video. Um, and we ended up having a lot of business stuff that took precedent that definitely required some shifting of energy. I still think it's important for us to show up and to do these things. I'm sad you weren't able to make it yesterday, um, and but I get it. But I also think it's important for us to challenge ourselves, and I feel like this week we set some challenges and we didn't really meet them, and I think that's a big deal. And so I think it's time to call ourselves out and say, we had some goals for this week and we really didn't make it happen. Um, and that I think is a weakness of both of ours, is that we really try hard to support each other when things are tough, but we're not actually the best at pushing each other when we could do a little better. And I really want to push ourselves. I didn't get all of my videos up before 3 o'clock. I didn't do all of them in my studio, and I didn't do my separate video I said I wanted to do this week. And I'm holding myself accountable. This week I'm going to try to really limit myself on like things that I kind of overindulged in. I took a lot of time to kind of just be on my own in terms of just like disconnecting from the internet and being more self-indulgent in things like just playing the piano for hours, or like I've even played some video games. There was more than enough time for me to do these videos this week the way I wanted to do them. And there was time for me to at least chip away at a video, but I didn't make any progress at all. So I'm calling myself out. It's today was a failure week for me, and this week I'm gonna do better. Um, and that's gonna be seen through actions only. I can't just keep saying that every week. I can't just keep pushing the conversation in that direction. I've got to push my actions in that direction. So that's what I'm gonna do. Um, and it's funny because it kind of ties into your request. You asked me to respond to a quote about Marcus Aurelius, who said, before critiquing someone else, ask yourself how closely does that critique match something of your own, right? Along those lines. And this is a perfect example. I want to critique you for not making it yesterday, and in fact, missing 2 videos. But when I look at myself, I see this week and I see plenty of room for me to also hold myself more accountable. So while I want to critique you for that, I can't help but also hold myself accountable and responsible. So this week, I think we really got to hunker down and carve out the time. Wake up a couple extra hours extra early. Make a space for it. It matters to me to do these. I hope it matters to you. So yeah, I think we've got to just push a bit harder. Um, I think my question for you today would be, what is it that would actually make it what is it that would actually make it easier for you to hold yourself accountable in moments like this? I know for me, the answer to that question is just saying it. Usually, when I say something and I say it to enough people, I know that people are going to hold me accountable in my BS. Because at the end of the day, actions mean everything. Words, they sound good at first, but when words don't match with actions, they fall apart. So I think it's time to start showing the accountability on that end. It's time to start showing the action on my end. And yeah, kick my butt into gear. So with that, I am going to take some time to restructure my week and to make sure that I carve out time and that I show up. And that was kind of what you said in your last video, right? It isn't about there being a pressure always. Sometimes it's just important to show up. But I think that in terms of my commitment level, I could show up a little earlier, a little better, and a little more prepared. So that's what I'm going to do this week. Well, with that, Jonah, I'm going to let you go, and I will see you from my studio every single day this week because I'm committing to do that. And I think there's got to be some real pushback when that doesn't happen. So with that being said, I'll catch you later. I hope you're having a good weekend, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Stay creative.